this channel, the new challenges. Some of our favorite things include playing Minecraft and Roblox, building Lego, trying different kinds of snacks from around the world, opening different kinds of prize bags, playing games with our family, sometimes some of those things blend together. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to see what we'll do next. Who knows what I'll be up against here on Addison Versus. Hello challengers, welcome to my channel, Addison Versus. On this channel, I take on all kinds of new challenges. Some of our favorite things include playing Minecraft and Roblox, building Lego, trying different kinds of snacks from around the world,
Okay, I'm not waiting the whole 5 minutes. I'm just going to start. I just wanted to make sure I had a little bit of a buffer space to get going. So while we're going along, you may hear dogs barking, obviously. And you may also hear Addison clicking away on the arcade cabinet behind us, because our buttons for our arcade cabinet are very, very loud clicky clickies. She's currently playing Contra.
I'm actually playing Super Mario.
Super Nintendo. You switched to Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo. Alright, so I'm going to start what I was going to do, which is building this really big dome castle. This side's already torn, so I'm going to go ahead and go with opening that side. Yeah, there's a little break in the box that probably happened moving it from Japan to here. That's my guess. This is a big set though. This is Jestro's Volcano Lair 70323. It is 1,186 pieces. So I don't know if I'll build it all in one day, but at least we'll see. Okay, I think that's everything. Looks like it. Let me put that back over here just so we know what we're building. As much out of the way as I possibly can. Got quite a few large plates that are going to be a part of it. I'm just going to get that in the shot, and then I guess I can move a little bit of this keyboard out of the way. That way there's a little less in the overhead, still some there I guess. Alright, so we got books and stickers. Start sorting bags, it's going to be creepy. 7. That's one. Right, so 1 and 2, pretty much keep here. 3, 4, I'll put over there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go all the way over here. Okay. That should be most of the super creepy stuff for a long time. It happens, that's part of those older video games where you die a lot and then you learn from the deaths and then you actually like get better as you go. We used to call them Get Good. Now they have new games called Get Good. Stream is staying healthy so far, so maybe the setting changes I made during my little break actually helped out. So there's a couple stickers on here that might actually be useful for building the SHIPtember stuff. So these ones, can we see this in the overhead? I think we can. Yeah. So these ones will definitely probably help out. I think, yeah, these like little ports could probably be pretty cool at some point. That's definitely going to be able to be used. I think this yellow with some silver strips. I've gotten some advice from somebody to cut up stickers, like if you're not using them for the original build and want to use them for creative usage, like I'm going to use with the big ship I'm having to build, like you might find a certain part that would be nice and you could cut that, like cut the stickers, use them. You're still using Lego stickers, but you could cut them and make it more matching. So there's this cool like wheel in the center of this that might be good to use, but I don't necessarily want all the fire and stuff around it, so it might be good to cut that metal part out of the center. This has like a little magma part with Jestro's head in it.
You could use that as an engine.
Yeah, it could end up in as like the outside part of like the central core engine piece, or maybe that's the exhaust or something. Who knows? Alright, so it's a thick book, one thick book instead of like multiple books like a lot of the Nexo says. Like 3 C's. That's pretty thick. It is, as far as actual pages of instructions, I don't count the inventory sheet. It is 180 pages. But it is a pretty cool looking castle. It's definitely going to be impressive. It's going to be large, but it's also dark. So it's like not really what I'm looking for the ship itself. But some of the blind parts will probably have to be useful, right? When you're building like inner parts and when you're building maybe like the shadowed inside section of the ship engine. We'll see, but I'm definitely excited about all the orange clear pieces. So, building up bag 1. You got flower power? Shooting some fireballs?
No, I died right after.
You just had to fall then, huh? Yeah, because if you have flower power, you're still technically able to take a hit and then go small. It's still a big size Mario, instead of a little size Mario.
And I was already big sized too.
When you got your flower power?
Yeah. So because I got it.
There's Axel. So it's so funny, he's got this giant torso.
Oh, got another.
Large red balls for launching stuff. Alright, how are we going to set this book? Because I'm hoping the instructions do actually go left to right. They do. Okay.
I got one of the mushrooms, and it went out and then through the other way, and then in the original Mario, you can't go the other way.
Yeah, you can't go back once the screen moves forward. So the first parts of this manual are all building minifigures, which is usually the case. So I'm just grabbing all the minifigure parts right now. Shields, people's body parts, more shields. I'm also live on like the Brickitect Discord channel where you can do like live video. So I did that. We'll see if anybody wants to come hang out and talk in a little while. Never know. Yeah, the sound's not working over there?
I guess not.
I did set you up to have some sound so that you wouldn't have to sing the game sounds. But it doesn't sound like that worked.
Instead you get to hear the...
Yeah, the beautiful, beautiful voice.
And the clicking of this.
Well, that was inevitable. So, okay, so that's Macy. We do get to build her mace. The instructions are going to be difficult with how heavy duty this book is, but I think I could try it like that and that'll probably work fine. I would say one of the things that the Nexo sets did pretty well was like think about swooshability with their stuff. There's always a way to hold on to it and play with it. So like the ship I'm going to build on this has a handle on the back of it, like so you could still fly it around. And you can hold on to the little horse flying mount ones, whatever, by the bottom, and they always have a good spot to hold on to them. A lot of sets build to look cool and then don't have any way for you to actually hold on to it. Had someone tell me the other day that Macy was their favorite character through all of the Nexo Knight stuff when it was out. Unfortunately, I don't think I've ever watched any of the cartoons. I might have to watch some of those. Okay, so Macy, the characters together. She does get the shield, and it shows it with the like tornado power. Let's find that one. This one. The knight helmets they built for this series, this theme, are really good. I like the clip-ons. They actually go onto like standard motorcycle helmets too, so you could use them with any of the colors that come out. All right, so building the mace for Macy. Orange and a red. So I like smashed my finger kind of yesterday.
Oh no.
And so under my fingernail was bleeding. It hurts. So if you notice that it's got a mark there, that's why.
Why did you smash your finger?
It wasn't even like actually smashed. It got like stabbed underneath the fingernail. Caught on something and pulled it backwards. So it kind of like cut the inside part of the fingernail.
Well, why did you stab yourself in the thumb?
Pointer finger. Which is maybe the second worst, because thumb is always the worst. Like, you hurt your thumb, you use your thumb for everything.
Or your pinky?
Your pinky you don't really use for anything.
But, well, yeah, but it always hurts the most, I think.
Yeah, the problem is more, I'm talking like after the initial injury, and you like, it affects your ability to just do anything. Thumb is the worst, because you use your thumb for everything. But then, pointer finger has to be the second worst, because it's the next thing you use all the time. Poking stuff, pointing at things, yeah, definitely becomes a problem.
Are y'all recording?
Mom was poking her head in. I'm live, but nobody's here. What's up?
Nothing?
Yeah, we're just hanging out. She's playing games.
On the box thing?
Yes. I set it on the chair. Addison, the arcade cabinet, you're going to have to stand at.
It's cute though.
Is that going to work like that?
Love y'all.
Love you too?
Thank you.
Okay, we'll give it a shot. Just trying to balance the giant box that is the
Giant.
arcade cabinet controller right now.
This is not giant.
Compared to you, that looks huge. Like, it's the same size as your entire torso.
Same size as that shelf.
Yeah, you don't need to be holding that shelf on your lap either. That's probably the best mace I've seen them make for her yet. It's like a really, really good size. Like, it's huge compared to her, but still, you go, okay, you could maybe manage that. You could maybe sword swing that thing.
Except for the fact that she can't stand.
Well, yeah, we'll have to get Shadowversity to analyze whether or not she can actually swing this mace. Although the top could be very light because it looks like it's maybe made out of energy or something, so who knows how much that would actually weigh. Alright, so now we're making energy. So now we're going to put Lance together. Lance is this one's face. Is he winking, Addison, or has he got the like aggressive face on?
Is he what or what?
Should he wink, or should he have his like ready to fight face on?
Ready to fight.
Ready to fight. Okay. So his is the white helmet, and then he gets this mohawk kind of helmet. Okay. Shield for him. And then what power does it have? Show me that. Okay.
Like a fire flower.
It's like a white tower with it's a tower on a white background.
Falls.
Fire coming up. Right. And then we build Lance's lance. A little bit of sort of like upside down building. It's a white lightsaber hilt. That's kind of cool. Which way did that? This one. Direction for lightsaber hilts matter. I've heard people in the Star Wars side of things say like one is if you put the lightsaber blade like at one end of it, it's for Sith, and the blade at the other end is for Jedi. I was like, I don't know if that's necessarily a rule. I haven't seen or paid enough attention, I guess, to every single set of Star Wars stuff that I've built to know for sure if they, in the like instructions, specifically build it out a certain way or not. Alright, so there is Lance and his lance. Can these be seen in the overhead? I can't tell. Go to OBS to see. Oh yeah, they're kind of there. Cool. So here's your figs. You got Macy so far. That's Macy. I'm not sure how the lighting looks on that, but oh, that's a little better angle anyways.
Okay, I was like, why do fire flowers? Why am I only getting fire flowers? When you have the fire power, do you do all the mushrooms turn into the fire flowers?
You wouldn't want it to turn you back, yeah. You want to keep your firepower. And then you only have certain levels have certain power-ups available. Like you can't get other power-ups until later in the game. So then showing this camera up here. Lance and his Lance. A little on the nose, but hey, that's pretty cool too. Will this camera adjust? Oh, there it goes. Alright. So those are the 2 minifigures we got so far. Last one is Axel, I think. All the figures are on here somewhere. Who's the big dude? Yeah, I was pretty sure. Pretty sure it was Axel. So Axel, you have to like actually put his torso together. Because he's gigantic.
I wonder if you can put Mario Party on this.
I think it wouldn't be able to look very good. It's not a super huge processor, so it does need to stick to mostly classic games. So there's that. So there is a yellow head for him. Okay. Even so, his helmet is different too. He has even like a chunkier helmet compared to them. This is more like the newer space ones. So that's an interesting thing to note. The Axel's helmet is a bit different. Okay, so his shield has a big rock on it. That's it right there. Let's build him a big axe. All right, so big axe. Yeah. As the game may look like that's super dumb. Why did you say that? Oh, I need ones that are. Oh, it's just one.
I just almost died.
And then there's just a one-sided axe for this. I've seen him with 2-sided axes before. I think. Maybe not. Did you die again?
Yeah.
That's okay. Totally happens a lot in those older games. And you get used to it, and you start feeling fine about not succeeding on the first try, and you learn from your failures. And I think video games from that era taught us that it's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them and work to do better. But it's a harder lesson to learn now. There's not as many options out there for people to learn it. Most games give you too much flexibility and whatever. So there's Axel. Is a nice big axe. What's that?
So I want to play Tetris.
How much trying to get there? Just steadily in the camera. Just look up there. Anyways, cool. We have enough of these. I have enough of each of these characters now that I might be just trying to use some of their parts for, not the characters' parts, but like that blade or these orange pieces might get pulled. And then we have 3 extra Nexo powers. That is true. This is the one that seems like comes in every set. It's got a banana on it. What are you trying to do?
Wait.
Sound?
Yeah.
Check on the Raspberry Pi side, because I moved that cable to make it stop making all that noise, but that may have just made it so it's just not working. But you're about to hear a big noise potentially from our speakers for the arcade system. Although Hallow just came in, even though he doesn't have his mask off yet, they literally just came straight from the door.
Yeah. When we were laying in bed a while ago, we heard a thump. I mean, it's our glass door. The dog started barking. That's when I got up and let them out. I didn't pay attention to it letting them out. There are bird feathers all over our glass door. I think a bird flew into it. I don't see the bird out there.
You probably hit it and made it away, but yeah, birds do that. Hallow, you gotta go out, man.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, look and get your mask. Go get your food.
Yeah, get
Dog's
your
gonna get
mask
fed.
off. You can't get COVID in the house, only outside.
Yeah. Yeah, so got a comment from X-Ray Blitz. Yes, this is a really cool looking set. I was calling it in the Brickatech Discord. I've been calling it Jestro's Big Dumb Castle because it says volcano layer, but it's also just a huge, like, crazy castle thing. And I think so. I do a lot of story writing, and I'm reading a book right now called Save the Cat. And one of the big things they talk about is your heroes are only as cool as how bad your villain is. And I think that by making it a jester as like the primary villain for the whole concept, they may have missed the mark on making their bad guy like super like dangerous looking and scary and something that like you have to overcome, and instead kind of made him goofy. So then it doesn't make overall the Nexo Knights mission themselves as cool. But yeah, this is a massive set. I'm excited about actually getting started. Comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 figures if you count the little like monster dudes. 11 if you count the Book of Monsters, which I'm assuming I'm going to probably build here in a minute. But really the book doesn't count. But although in this series, each of the bigger sets comes with a book. And the books are kind of supposed to be the power that allows people to access different books. It's a pretty interesting story concept. Did you almost drop the box? It's not going to break. It's a box. It's a cardboard box. It's okay.
The electronics inside of it.
But yeah, I appreciate you hanging out with us, X-Ray Blitz. Do you follow Brickatech? Do you actually hang out on there? Or do you find us through there? Or do you just find me through this, like, did YouTube actually just tell you to come check us out? 'Cause that'd be interesting. I've never been recommended directly. It looks like everything is going okay. Alright, let's just double check in the stream since we had a moment to stop. So grab this and let's build. So these are these. I think what we're building, yeah, is the little. This is because this is like the bad guy set. So this is one of those things where Lego shows they learn their lessons from early on, and when you build a big set like this that's focused on one side of a theme, like you have to provide some elements of the other side of the theme, so that way there's some play that can go, right? So you have the big bad guys layer, but you need to give us a couple good guys and something to play with too, so that way you can have a whole story right there as you play, instead of needing to buy a separate set in order to even be able to actually play with it. Unless you just really like hanging out in your volcano lair and talking to yourself. Although it's not much different than hanging out in your video game / Lego lair and talking to yourself, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. Alright. Does not go outside of it, it goes along with it. We got a panel piece, there it is. Jumper, got it at the end. An axle for axle. I think Axel doesn't actually fly this thing. Usually the flying stuff is
Lance. Lance.
Lance? I think it was Lance.
I just like because he has the.
I do have Lance. Lance rides this mount, and usually, or something like that, I would think. But that's Axel on there. Macy's in the ship. I don't see where Lance is. Lance is up here fighting the bad guy. In the picture on the box. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Aaron? So Aaron's the crossbow guy. I think he usually flies the aircraft. At least that's Aaron's X-bow, and then that's I think also an Aaron ship, so yeah. I think technically they make Aaron the pilot most of the time. So I guess this is supposed to be back. Aaron? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think it's Aaron is normally the one who flies.
Because remember, it was the person with the crossbow.
Mm-hmm. So that goes on the jumper, and then you rotate it a little on the jumper so it's straight the way you want it to be. There's another panel, apparently, that goes in right here at the end. Okay. And I always forget that I can see the chat over there too, right behind your head, Addison. Okay, we're good up to there. Okay. Let's get to there, so let me... gotta build 2 of these. put it on each side like this. Easy day. If nobody's going to join in the Discord, I may turn that off because it's just going to end up killing my battery on my phone. It's got the video screen up right now. It's like nobody's there. Okay, so not putting stickers on because I do plan on using stickers from this for the SHIPtember build. So I don't want to use up any of the stickers. Did I already? Yeah. I already put stickers over this. So yeah, see, like the one that I thought would definitely be used is off of one of the Good Guys ships because they're more like spaceship stuff. And that's what I'm going for. Is the Nexo side of things, along with some classic space.
Is that what they kind of discontinued Nexo?
They didn't kind of. They definitely did. And yeah, I agreed. I would love to still be able to buy new Nexo sets.
It's definitely the most fun Lego set because like there's so much stuff you can do.
Mm-hmm. All of them have
if you actually get to play.
Like nailed that play action type stuff. And that's what I was talking about a second ago, where you build a set like this. In just building this one set, you get this huge castle thing, but then also the good guys to fight against it. So in one purchase, and I don't think this one was very expensive. I think we. Oh, I gotta put this other part first. I messed it up. What is that? That's green. We got this at a very good price, and I could imagine getting this on clearance back when they started trying to just get rid of everything that was Nexo Knights, and getting a good price like that and having all of this stuff that you can do with this set and be able to play. I don't know, just kind of crazy to me that they didn't sell very well. The stream is staying healthy now that I've made those changes, Addison. So whatever the issue was, and again, the guy even said on his post that I found the answer to fix this on, that everybody watching the stream said that it worked fine. Like there was no issues with audio, there was no issues with video, but then YouTube was saying it wasn't like meeting its requirements, so that was why you kept getting that error. But as far as viewers were concerned, it worked fine. So. Okay, so we got those pieces in that I should have put in the step before this. And now I'll put those in, and then and now things line up like they're supposed to. Yeah. I looked at it and I was like, that doesn't seem like it should line up that way, and now the two pieces actually line up. These go in here. Mm-hmm. I wonder if I'll be able to finish this today. What do you think?
Maybe.
It's a big set. It's a really big set. So it's going to be a challenge. It'll be sitting here for a while if that's the case. Which obviously I'm cool with, but I know we also had some plans to try and get some stuff done today.
I mean, I'm fine with it being kind of like a relaxed day, but we do need to go get something.
Yeah, we have to go to Costco for one.
Oh, yeah.
Addison says, oh no. But we also were talking about just a minute ago, right? Going to Home Depot. So not this thing. This thing. I'm gonna make some assumptions and say that I'm gonna put the other side on. Yeah, that's what I figured. Pretty safe assumption that you're gonna. Most of the time, builds are kind of balanced out. Nobody is in the Discord chat yet. Okay, so this goes on the bottom, right against the edge.
Tetris is fitting for Nexo Knights.
What is?
Loving Lego Tetris.
Playing Tetris.
I'll play some Alien Invaders next. For like spacey stuff. And then you're also like building the Lego too, so. what, like the Tetris part of it, is it?
It's gonna probably set it up so it can shoot, but I don't know how to do that yet.
Oh!
When did it tell me to put the what? Don't shoot at you?
Huh?
Don't shoot it at you? Oh, it did tell me to put the windscreen on. These are something that I definitely want to use for the bigger spaceship build. Is all these like really nice angular orange windscreens. That's definitely something I'm thinking is going to be all over sections of the big ship once it kind of starts getting to the final stages.
I accidentally put a piece in the wrong place.
I also missed a piece. I need to put this on top of this.
Because I'm playing Tetris right now.
Mm-hmm. You can recover.
I did. Ooh.
With the
That was really close.
okay. That worked. Silver pyramid pieces. I love that most of these sets come with these too, so it's gonna be really great for castle buildings. All these little silvery diamond like pyramid pieces. What else? Okay, so these go on there.
What do I connect? Oh, no, it just changed to pink. It was green, now it's pink.
What changed the
Oh, because I'm on level 2 now.
change levels? Yeah, once you score a certain number of points, there you go. Moving on up.
No!
All three of these in that direction. And this is what I was talking about, where they make it so you can swoosh it. Give you this nice big handle on the back. I know it's supposed to be like an engine, but it's definitely a big handle. Okay, so we put that there. Covers up the. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good.
Why isn't the square rotating?
Yeah. They do, but they only rotate color. Doesn't really rotate within space because there's no parts to rotate separately. Crazy child.
I know.
Oh, did you? What did you do?
Yes,
I
did.
I caught it.
My precious.
Precious. It's mine, my own. Oh, it's supposed to have orange cone on the end to cover up the yellow little.
No!
Yeah, see, like swooshable. Got this little handle on the back, pretty much. So that's what kids could do with it. No.
As an adult.
Yeah. Adults don't do that. Okay, so one of those does go in there. And we build these little rockets. Standard little launchers. You can get with a lot of sets. Fit into these. Now it's going to explain to me how they work, and you flick them. Flick those, but then, and yeah, you just squeeze this to shoot it. Oh yeah, that shoots. Okay. Launching those red balls can be kind of dangerous. So these clips are for people's weapons. So if we put Macy in here, you can put the weapon on this side, shield on this side, and actually still keep your character and all their gear together. So there we go, we've got this piece built and done.
Oh, the top.
There we go. Set the angle I want. And it does kind of show that that's an extra launcher for that one, so I'm just going to put it in there. Building a different thing. Oh, this is the little mount. Like it's like a horse, like a robot horse almost. Dogs are barking. Appreciate the update. Thank you, Furbo. I can hear him. But if we weren't here, we'd know the dog was barking.
Yeah.
Alright, stream health has remained excellent, so I'm going to switch to analytics so at least I can see if anybody's watching right now. Nobody is. And the person who came in said this looks like an epic set, stayed for 1 minute and 23 seconds.
Why must you hurt us like that?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then after this, you get the handles. Stick it. Then 3 of these.
Good idea.
Long blue Technic pin. There it is. Here we go. That's on the short end, and you get one feed through all the way on there. Cool. Back end of that is done. This goes to the front. We have some side-mounted studs. Yellow one gives us the front.
That was not a good idea. I'm saying that a lot.
You'll learn, like, and Tetris is a really good strategy, like, and spatial awareness game, and definitely helps you keep your brain in a good shape.
Unless.
So these go on the sides to hold these two together. Yep. Keep them from slipping apart or slipping off. We also use them to add to the amount of front studs on the side. Okay, we put these on the side now that we've got that kind of a shape built. Okay, starting to
Happening.
come together right now.
And let's say like the Beatles song.
Over me.
It's Beatles, right?
It did start with the Beatles, I believe. And there's been quite a few others that have made versions of that song.
When was the last time we played that Sonic game?
Which Sonic game? This Sonic game?
We bought it, right?
Yeah, been a while. I don't even know where we have it. Like, what's it on? Is it on the Xbox?
I think it's its own console.
No. It has the, like, console thing. That's just a statue.
Mm.
It looks like the old Sega Genesis and has a Sonic standing on top of it. I don't even know if the camera can see it. I don't think it can. He sees the bottom of the box.
The bottom of the box.
Right, so these go
Is this the picture you took?
for the bottom. What's that?
The picture of like the Lego Stormtroopers? Like the Stormtrooper had a stick though?
I've added that one. There's a couple screensaver images I added to that because it once I cleared out all of the kind of like weird stuff, there was not very many pictures left in there. So I had to add some more.
Looking is weird.
Yeah. We'll just leave that like it is. Hopefully that's not in the way. Whenever these do this, I'm always bothered by it. Like it's not something you can do easily, is push these through these kinds of pieces.
Did you keep all the pictures of the schoolwork?
Yeah. Let's put it in a different folder. I put it in like saved Logan stuff instead of in the main pictures folder that was going to end up, being the screensaver. So.
But you kept the truck full of golf balls or whatever it was.
Yeah, I thought that was weird, but also still interesting. Didn't bother me none. Motorcycle goes backwards, it looks like.
But that motorcycle looks cool.
Yeah, so like it fits in here like this, so it's starting to blend into it being, like it doesn't just look like a motorcycle because it's got the clip on. That's what you gotta do.
Addie B, when you are done playing, will you come here a minute?
Yeah.
Love you.
That one's for that side. I would again assume I'll build the exact same thing mirrored to the other side, yeah. This plus this. And this one. Clip it in, and now you got handlebars. My motorcycle mount piece was not like centered, wasn't centered in there, so it's looks a little weird. Doesn't seem aligned to the handlebars. Now it's pretty. It's getting close. There we go. Oh, yeah, right there. Pretty good. What else? Build this little front. No sticker going on that. Again, that's a piece I could probably use for my actual big spaceship building. I don't want to have to stick to a piece and a sticker. Rather be able to put that sticker anywhere I want it. This almost, I feel like I built almost the exact same thing with that last, with one of those other sets. I might have to bring it up and see how different they are. Like they're slightly different motorcycles. It'd be kind of cool. So let's move forward. We're clipping in back here. Oh, there's one more thing clipped on. Clip this on. Put a silver stud on it. Or silver little pyramid thing. It's a perm. Yeah.
It's a perm?
Permanid. See, because they make it look like a horse. Like a mechanical horse, sort of. Like now that looks almost like the horse's head. You know? Okay, so then the remaining clips are where? Oh, it's these big clips can clip in his weapon and shield. Okay. So then this becomes another vehicle for them. And we're on to bag 2. So now we've finished with all of the stuff from bag 1. Extra 1x1 tile. Let's make sure that's correct. Okay, so we need 2 of the tiles that came open in the bag. Tiles, 2 of the plates. And then bag 2. And right away we get to build Jestro. Yeah, I think this is my first Jestro, so I actually finally have like the main villain of the Nexo series, so that's cool. So far it looks like most of the big bads, because you have General Magmar also in the last set I built, have really cool capes, right? So the capes are going to be nice to be able to use to do some fun, like build stuff maybe with the ship interior maybe, I don't know, we'll see. There's a sword in here, I'm not sure who I'm building that needs a sword, unless it just goes as a part of the, yeah, it looks like there's like an armory section inside the castle that we're going to build. Lots of people don't like opening these, want to keep these perfect too, but I think these capes are just one of the like nice, like super cool, and I'll obviously be able to pull it back off and show it to, or use it if I want to use it in a different spot. So. Body didn't keep. Cool. So nothing. I was making sure there were no other really interesting parts that went on him or something crazy. And it is a standard cape, not like a waist piece or something strange. He is a crazy looking dude. I don't know how they made this work out where the Jester is the main bad guy. It seems kind of odd. Alright, what's up?
Nothing. I'm gonna play this a little bit later, but right now I think I'm gonna eat.
Probably a good idea. I probably need to make something too. Did something weird there. That's not what I thought I was going to do. I thought if I posted, like, it says invite people and copy link, and I copied the link to the live channel, I thought, but instead it's like trying to copy it to the whole Brickatech server. That's not what I really wanted to do, but so I deleted that comment inside the Brickatech, because I was on the Brickatech server and just putting it Brickatech Discord server, and then just putting it into the main channel to say, hey, if you want to come down and join the live channel. Apparently it just posted a link to like join the server. I was like, that's not what I was saying. Spread those out a little so I can see what's going on. Starting to finally build the castle stuff. Oh, I started building the castle because I wanted to get there, but I still need to build Jestro's weapon first. So he's got this very interesting like centerpiece to his weapon. It's like, it almost looks like, so I have some of the Infinity Stones still on the sprue, so I can use the round part to kind of connect to some stuff too. And that's going to be cool once I can actually do it. But the way they used this is also very, very cool. It's got a center stud. Yeah, I might be taking this thing apart to use to make some interesting angles for some main construction parts for the spaceship, so we'll see. So whatever sides, you put some little black and red horns on it. It's supposed to kind of look like his Jester hat, sort of, I guess, or maybe different. I wonder if it wasn't that he got a hold of this thing. I need to watch the show, because honestly, as much as I like the sets, I have no idea about the lore behind it, so probably need to go back and watch some episodes. Whoa, he fell over. We're going to have to lean him back, probably with that weapon out front. There we go. Oh, so for those who haven't, I guess I should probably show Jestro to the camera. There's Jestro. Hopefully that's focusing. And then live, you guys aren't there. There's nobody there. I wonder if I shouldn't move to the Bricks and Beer one too. I don't know. Okay, so these go on top of this. That's interesting. Let's set this up here. It's gonna have that same altitude. It's gonna be like raised up actually. Where's it? That's the big guy, but we're gonna put legs on one end first, so he can stand up once I push down. Okay. That's got some. It's got all that. top of this chest wherever it's going to go is trans orange, so that's like I'll actually really use for some of the build for Spaceship. It's pretty cool. Right, these little rounds go on the ends. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can get some more coffee in a second. And then this one before goes in front of that. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. And then we go into the next piece, which we gotta build some towers. Oh, those are, what color are these? Yeah, they're gold. Build 2 of those and put them third stud in right in front of those pillars. One more, there it is. Okay, pillars made. We've got red slope, black slope. Definitely sticking with the like red and black theme thing going on with Jestro, so that's kind of cool. It's usually a lot. It looks like it's a lot of times like offset to each other too, so you kind of are creating like red and black checkerboard / chessboard concepts. Okay. That's it. One by 2s go across to lock that together. Oh yeah, and it's literally it. I think this is his bed. I can't believe I didn't realize that. I guess I hadn't seen the next part of it, so why would I know? This red and black checkerboard here. I don't know if you can see it where I'm working, but it's definitely, it's Jestro's bedroom. Building Jestro's bedroom. It's pretty funny. Got these. This has got to be some like downward flowing lava from up above. It's pretty cool. We got coffee cup on a nightstand on this side. Well, I mean, I'm starting to like Jestro more and more. Who doesn't like coffee? Cheers. Although I'm out. Tiny little bit in there. Okay, so we go long gray one, brick across the front. Both of these go Technic all the way across. And then the red Technic piece goes on this side. Okay. I'm getting this all locked together, it's getting solid. That's one of the, like, I know I've got to start with. Like, that's got to be step number one with building out my ship is, like, let's build this really solid Technic-based, like, core construction concept where I can build out from the sides or do whatever else. I just definitely flex that piece. And it caused that to bump off. Because then all the other ship stuff can come afterwards, the decoration and everything, but it's got to be solid first. Okay, so we have that put together. And we're putting gold posts around the corners. So I keep talking, even though I know for right now I'm not talking to anybody. But if someone shows up, I wouldn't want them to show up and then have nothing to listen to while I build until they say hello, and then be able to actually like talk for a bit. But I think I'll just skip a row. I'll just keep on talking. these go out. Okay, and then we gotta build two of these little modules that attach to the sides. So it's going in second and fourth. Got it. Okay. Out of that space. And these arches go across to hold those together. There it is. It's like, there's gotta be another one. Good there. Alright, let's go across. There's the chest that's goes with. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, transclear on top of like a metal treasure chest. That's pretty neat. And this one's right next to that big box. Tall one set in. Fourth, yep. That was actually technically added on the last one, but oh well. Alright, so sword's supposed to go in this for storage. Chalices go in this bigger. There's two of them. Bigger one there. Inside this, it wants me to build these two kind of transparent cylinders that have caps on them, it looks like. And then put them in there like this. It's almost like, I wonder if it's like supposed to be energy stored in it or something. And that goes on the jumpers, so you can actually probably pick that treasure chest out of there pretty easy. Cool. Alright, these go, that's why you have it, so this goes around and touches on those pieces that were sticking out a little further. So it's like, it's got to lay on that to stick out a little, but then still touch to both, basically. The core construction and then a little piece sticking out. Did I cover all of that? Yes. Okay. We make some extra weapons and clip those on the front. Right, so we're making some weapons. One of them looks just. That's not a very stable connection there. That needs something behind it to hold it in place. Might have to do that later. And then the other looks more like a Nexo Knight's weapon. Interesting. But it does have his coloration to it, so it's got the red and the black on each side. Red side gets a gold. Both gold? Yeah, it's like, okay. It's like a mace, sort of. Some kind of hammer. I guess if you're a clown or whatever, or a jester, you'd have like one of those little wacky hammers that makes noises. So maybe these are his old weapons before he got that very cool magical one. And maybe that changed him. Alright, so on to bag 3 now. Where are these tiles supposed to go? They have them, they go off the tree. I was like, there's gotta be. They wouldn't just leave 4 tiles with, like, as a part of this bag left over for the next bag. You end up with small pieces sometimes, like this, but not. where we are so far. Okay, I'm going to go for a quick break and grab another cup of coffee and something to eat. So I'm gonna do a quick transition, put you guys on a 5-minute timer.
Hello, challengers. Welcome to my channel, Addison Versus. On this channel, I take on all kinds of new challenges. Some of our favorite things include playing Minecraft and Roblox, building Lego, trying different kinds of snacks from around the world, opening different kinds of prize bags, playing games with our family, sometimes some of those things blend together. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to see what we'll do next. Who knows what I'll be up against here on Addison Versus. Hello, challengers. Welcome to my channel, Addison Versus. On this channel, I take on all kinds of new challenges. Some of our favorite things include playing Minecraft and Roblox, building Lego, trying different kinds of snacks from around the world, opening different kinds of prize bags, playing games with our family, sometimes some of those things blend together. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to see what we'll do next. Who knows what I'll be up against here on Addison Versus. Hello, challengers. Welcome to my channel, Addison Versus. On this channel, I take on all kinds of new challenges. Some of our favorite things include playing Minecraft and Roblox, building Lego, trying different kinds of snacks from around the world, opening different kinds of prize bags. Hello challengers! Welcome to my channel, Addison Versus. On this channel, I take on all kinds of new challenges. Some of our favorite things include playing Minecraft and Roblox, building Lego, trying different kinds of snacks from around the world.
Okay, sorry it took more than 5 minutes to get over there and get coffee, get a little bit of something to eat for breakfast. I get up early enough that I just start with coffee and then need to make something. So if you're hanging out, you're gonna have to hang out and watch me eat, which is weird, sorry. I grabbed some rice cakes, put peanut butter on them. One of my favorite weekend breakfasts. I don't really eat breakfast during the week, so. You know, so I'm assuming I'm going to continue to build on this thing. I wonder if I'll be able to use these big like wall pieces at all. I could see them looking really cool in a ship as like if they were going sideways, where the vertical piece is one of the windows you could look out into space or whatever. Could a ship that's supposed to be a blend of you know, the Benny's spaceship version of classic space, so light bluish gray and blue, trans yellow, and Nexo Nights blended together, so adding the trans orange, blue. Could they go with a lot of light bluish gray also? Seems like it's an easy blend. But then can I add black throughout like side stripes and some other things too that might still work? Maybe. We'll see. Depends on how big this ship actually gets, I guess. So for these, I'm putting them into both sides of this. And then gold just on the front side. Still really nobody here, so not a big deal if I eat in it. Wonder what, well, I guess that makes sense. In order to get this big of a connection, you'd need to then connect these together to allow there to be enough space to put these pins in the other sides. Okay, I was like, why would we put 2 of these together just to then connect these other ones together instead of just connecting them together? This is what the first probably day or so of building the ship is going to look like. Just pushing Technic stuff together, creating big amount of space to work with. Get a basic foundational construction, like a basic setup together. Understand the like overall shape of the system, and then knock it out. It's actually kind of a satisfying sound. Okay, so those went on one side, and only on one side. I'm going to place these here. This side starts with this. It's getting kind of warm in here. What if we got the heat changed in the house? Change the setting or something. We're filling this in with these two. Other side gets just a slope. Yep, okay. It's too bright, transparent orange. It's nice that this comes with a lot of this. I think this will be helpful. I think it's probably the most I'm going to pull out of these. Is like all the transparent orange stuff. It's going to be cool. So across this over here. Put that across both, and then put a 2x2 behind it. Okay. Yep, that's all for that step. So we go plate across the top of these two. Get them a little more solidified. What else? Some wedges right behind it to add some depth to the flaminess, I guess. The lava. One. Oh, and then that goes on top of here. Oh, there's a third one. See it? Yeah, I guess you can kind of see it, depending on how you're looking through. Okay, that was all added. Centered on this. Thought that was going to keep going. And then the arches are inside, if they are on top. So I wonder if we're actually supposed to be looking at it from this side that I'm building instead of from the other side. Maybe you're looking through the archway at the lava falling down. We shall see. Not 100% sure. 3 of those. Okay, so there's another one that goes on top of this one. Got it. Okay. On the next one, another 2x2. And then add stairs along this. Okay, I think we can figure that out. Connects in a lot of places, so it's kind of hard to get those stairs to. But once they're in there, I bet that's going to be a super solid connection. Keeps everything from wiggling around. It's on both sides too, so definitely a good way to create this solid like setup where everything connects, holds solid, doesn't move around when you have some kind of thin, tall stuff going on with these orange pieces. So yeah, it's a good design. Okay. That was all on that step. This and then tile, and that just goes on top of there. Okay, so these go right here. Okay, so we're putting these front of the step on both sides. Okay. What else is on that step? So it does not stick off this side. It sticks off that side. Now we gotta make a bunch of these little horn-shaped things. Where is this at? Let me see. It's sticking up. Yes. So how many of these we made? 8. 8 clips plus a horn. That's a little bit much, but I get it. The air just kicked on here, so probably get through these 4 bags before we break down for the day. For this morning, and then I think I'll probably try to be able to come back this evening. We do have some stuff we want to get done today. So for those who are East Coast, this would have been a better time to join since it's a little later in the day there. Later in the morning, really, I guess. But then, rest of my West Coast folks, I'll be back this evening, I think. Work on this a little more. I'd like to finish it today. We only got a little bit left in August, and I really want to start kicking off my SHIPtember build on the 1st, like without actually missing a beat, basically. I don't want to go several days into September before getting started. So we're putting 4 of these on each side, 1 step up and then 2 steps down. So 1 here. So I'm assuming these aren't going to be used as stairs since there's now large sharp objects on them, but maybe I'm wrong. And then go skip a step and then put them in there. Put those together even better. Okay. Yeah, with us needing to get ready and go to Costco and everything else, I might as well go ahead and finish up this bag and the next bag, and then call it. That's halfway, right? It looked like there were basically 8 bags, so we'll go through 4 right now. 4, hopefully that works for everybody who's not here. Ah, hello, hello. There's a Hallow walking in the door right now. And a Suki. Hi, Suki. Okay. Nope, that's a big one over there. That seems too big. There's a gap there. I don't like when gaps are there like that. Could put the gold things or something, maybe. Yeah, it's clearly intentionally there. Okay. So then this goes here.
Hi, Halloween. So did y'all go in here?
Yeah, they came in and said hi.
Did you go in and say hi to Dad?
Hallow does talk, so I don't know if you've seen any of the other videos over on Addison Versus of him talking. He likes to talk a lot. I don't want to completely flip that over because there's stuff in barrels now. I just want to make sure you get this solid. Okay, so that is solidly on there now. Make sure I did that in the right direction, didn't flip it or something. Faces in, these connect, yeah, okay. Whew. Had me wondering for a second there. Okay, so now this is what goes across. All of this matching up with the gold on that side. And then connects all the way across to these. Okay, sync that now. Good. Good, good, good. There is a yellow frog in this set, and I did not know that. The next step in this is to put together Jestro's bathtub, it looks like. That's pretty funny. At least, you know, like a lot of the designers have a good sense of humor, because design a set like this and then put the bad guy's like bathtub in, and then add this yellow frog. My assumption is this is supposed to be kind of like rubber ducky. You put it together and say there's a rubber ducky in the bad guy's bathtub. That's pretty funny. So there it is. Jestro's bathtub. That's kind of silly. Yeah. Alright, what's next? No, there's still a couple steps I got in this bag. Still a few more parts here. Okay, so this does have, I put stickers on them, but I'm not going to do that. So he's good. Gotta have privacy in that bathtub area, right? So now I got him leaning too far back because he's falling over. Just knocking over all the characters now. Okay, so just those two and that step, yeah. Then what? Okay, so we're putting two, it says, but that's just this side for now. We're basically connecting the two levels together, because yeah, this top chunky wall piece is definitely like pretty loose and wobbly. That'll help hold that together a little bit. Two more of those, there it is. Other side. That's what I figured. Turn around. Let's get this connected a little more solid. Don't want those flopping around. Okay, that's all for there. And then now, am I looking at it the right direction? So, turn this way. So we're looking at that. And we add some technical pins right underneath here and on the opposite side. As soon as I put my hand up there, I lose some of my lighting, so it's like hard to see exactly where that was, but that's definitely that one. So it's the fifth one in from the center. Yep, cool. Okay, so now we're going to take step ones on 2 and 4. Gonna grab this one, cover that up. Oh, it's all one thing. Okay, so this goes here, and slope up, and then that whole piece goes on like that. Okay. Probably gonna need to do exactly the same thing again, most likely, but leave it alone for now. Did I? Okay, like this. Like, did I do that wrong? There, and I'm assuming I'm going to build the inverse. Yeah, fair assumption. 2 and 4. This goes on the end wedge. A little cheese wedge. Little cheesy wedgie. Hope I know it gets cheesy wedgies. I think that's the end of bag 3. Almost done with today, or with this morning. Split it in 2 sessions. Half and half. 1 through 4, then 5 through 6. This way. Match it. Same thing on the other side. Yes. Making a tower, it looks like. I don't know what this is going to be for sure, but it's definitely yeah, pretty cool. Alright, what else? Dogs being crazy dogs. Every once in a while they'll get a little kind of overly aggressive with each other. It's usually related to food, but not always. The other thing it might be is getting too close to mama. You know, there's a couple of them that don't really like each other very much. Can't really do much about that. So sometimes they get a little mean with each other. Okay, it is going in as a technical pin and sticking out as an axle. Make sure that you don't have the wrong pieces. Center ones are standard pins. Hey.
You still recording?
Yeah, what's up? It's live, but I'm almost done with bag 4 and then I'll be done for the morning.
Okay, I'll talk to you when you're done.
What happened? Dogs being crazy?
Yeah, they were playing and then...
Rosie got involved?
No.
Oh.
They just, Suki took it
Too
to the
far.
extreme. Yeah.
She's usually one who kind of does, but
Yeah. They
maybe
stopped
she was
immediately.
Okay.
I accidentally stepped on Rosie's tail trying to get him to stop. Rosie wasn't doing anything. She
Okay.
was just sitting under my chair.
Yeah, it's usually something between Suki and Rosie because she tends to not want to. I don't know what that is. Huh, okay.
I'll tell you when you're
Yeah,
off. I just called to figure it out.
Make sure? Okay. Yeah, well, that's pretty cool. Alright, so then on this, we got maybe some good news. Don't know for sure. If it is, I'll be able to tell you in the evening stream. Ah, man, I did. I put this in on both sides because I saw it going in and I assumed I made a bad assumption. I gotta pop these pins out of here. Like this. You get it? It's on the inside too, so it's gonna be hard. The place to get it is inside this corner. What could I use? That's too flexible. Corner this piece maybe. Got it. Okay, that's one. I think that probably worked originally on the first effort with this, to be honest. I added too many of the Technic pieces, the pins to it. I didn't need 4 of the blue ones, only needed 2. I just kind of put them in everywhere. That on the side with the blue, we're just going jumpers, you know? Yeah. Jumpers go on here. There it is. It's supposed to be a brown tile. That's that. So we go, this piece comes around the front, and then gold hang down teeth. I don't know what else to call these. They're not sharp on the side. Jumper. The brown tiles. Brownish red too. You gotta watch out with these. It definitely will break. Making some kind of evil face. My nose is acting a little weird. Kind of getting stuffy sounding. Addison was a little bit sick last weekend. Had some kind of stuffiness, sore throat. All like head cold stuff. No COVID. We went ahead and went to CVS and bought a home COVID test, and it was fine. She tested negative. Yeah, they have them now where you can do that, and it's only 15 minutes to wait for results, basically. It's not too bad. What else? Okay, grabbing these, put them in the bottom. Looks like I skipped a step. These are already supposed to be in there, but oops, I did that anyways. That's gonna hurt. Not gonna hurt anything. I have to go check out some Brickitect video. Looks like there's some new stuff out. Maybe watch that while I'm brushing my teeth or something. Once I finish up in here and go, we all start getting ready. Should be able to watch it then. Where are those going? Those are going on top of here. Nope, I put that in the wrong spot. Okay, so this needs to have one more thing, or does it? Did I mess it up? Nope, no, it's fine. I thought I messed something up. I hate when that happens. So I did do this out of order, which is making it harder to get these pieces in because I stuck the stacked tower next to it, but that's fine. Do that one for now. Well, now I need to check to see. Okay, doesn't look like it's in there. It's just those two, and then add. Are all of these open? Looks like it. Where does this go? This goes here. On top of the tower. I'm starting to end up with something that looks like a big old castle. Castle tower, at least. I'll make sure it's all kind of mushed down. Yeah, it's looking pretty crazy. These are supposed to go in there before I put it up there, but it'll be fine. Yeah, this is literally like the top of the tower. So it looks like that's basically the overall total height of it, at least pretty much. We're gonna add a little bit of stuff around this upper portion, but that's pretty much it. I think it's some spires. It looks like that's about as tall as the system's getting, so not too crazy. I kind of, for some reason, thought it might have been even bigger than this, which I don't know how big this really needs to be. Jumper. Do 2 of these, and these go right here. Like I said, it's gonna keep adding some like spires to it, but not gonna get much taller. A little bit. Oh, these flexible ones. You can always get messed up in the bag and then ends up looking weird. So I'm supposed to put a Jestro sticker on here. I don't think this thing's going to stay put together, although it might come back together at some point. So I'll keep my sticker. So if I ever take apart the ship, I can, put this back together and put it on display, but for now I wouldn't want it stuck to this brick and then lose the breakers. That might be a mistake in the instructions there. I'm gonna have to go back and look. Oh, see, I don't remember there being a step to add those sloped pieces. I could have just missed it. I see them over there. Ah, it is here. Okay. They were just added in that step. No like lines through it. Usually when there's 2, kind of draw it into place for me, but okay. Got these crazy Technic-arm things coming on. Or is this one? Okay. With that there, this goes in 3rd Technic pin. Get an axle and a pin at the end. Okay. Where does that go? I think I have to rotate. So I'm rotating it. I'm putting it here. The very end, yeah. Okay. Take this. Still no more comments, and no one has joined in the live chat on Discord. Starts to get a little discouraging, but it's also, I just really wanted to build this anyways. I'm not too worried about cool, but I'll probably just plan on getting. Okay, so we put there should be a longer axle piece. Ah, here it is. All right, feed that through. Connect the black dot. We'll get to the end of it. Headlight bricks. Ah, so it's like one of these launcher ones crossed. Okay. Just a couple G wedges there. What we got? Still okay. Still good. How's stream health? Because we had issues with that for a while, but it looks kind of weird video buffering here, but looks like a lot less issues than before. Okay, so that's there. Got all those. Anything else in the front? No. Okay, so now we go. Two of these go across. I think this is going to be something that he flies around it. Or there's like one of the bad guys. Yeah, I see it up there. Flying around. Those, so let me put this thing. There is where a minifig will sit. Put some controls in. Always love using these as controls. It's definitely what definitely works. Is there anything else? Oh, they just go into it. Very well. There's two more of these pointy things, just straight sticking out the front. That's funny. And then we kind of do the same with these. No transition. Just sticks out of it. Okay, so this then can connect here. So I think this is now the thing up top that. Whoa, did I skip a page? Yeah, I didn't do this stuff here. I'm like, what just happened? I totally. That's because I was looking at that and thinking we were done. Confused me for a second there. Let me do this a little differently. I should have done this. I did it differently than the instructions showed. It shows you like putting the things together separately, but there's really no reason to do that. So with the gray on that side, yeah, fine. So red goes this side, just hold it in place. You can actually even start it, so I know there's a lot of them that show start this where it is, and then you put this in place and then push through, right? A lot of times it's the only way to do it. So you gotta keep that in mind. And there should be another one of these and then a black one. So we start it, put it in place, push it through. Ow! Maybe that's why I say not to do it, because it's too brittle of an overall construction. To support that kind of like push through. Actually, no, that's not why it's saying to do that. Got it. We're gonna flip these. Okay, I get I messed it up. Let me find that piece, just a second, sorry. Got it. really what we're doing here, and then that gives us a connector on both sides that we want to connect to these, to then connect to this position. Got it. That makes more sense. Misread the way it was laid out. It does get frustrating when that happens though. When you're like, oh, I could have swore I completely understood what was going on with the instructions. But I did not. And as many say, it's usually easier to do that with Technic, to mess that up and then end up far down that rabbit hole with something not working with the Technic pieces. So, all right, we need to get this held down. What are we doing? Slopes on the front facing side. And then, okay, so we're putting gold with posts, gold 1x1s with posts. They're like tiles, sort of, but then they have a post up on them. They'll put the cones onto that. So it's a good little technique to know that you can do. And then that goes across this side, sticking out. Okay, so then we add this with the sideways ones on the back. Add the corner posts. Oh, but first we gotta add these facing backwards. Got it, so some Technic. Wonder if we're gonna use more than just this end one. Probably not. Looks like we're about to cover it all up. Dogs barking. Don't know what they're barking at. Okay, so from this stage we're going to actually add these big pieces. It's going to make it look like Jestro. That's the whole idea, right? His mountain volcano layer or whatever somehow looks exactly like him. Crazy. Are there some? Oh, so there are some like cool computer control tiles. Those will definitely come in handy for building the spaceship, because having ships controlled areas is definitely something I'm going to want to have inside on the interior. So the black one goes on the red one, and the red one goes on the black one. And then we put another set of spikes up here. Alright, done with that stuff. Last thing, what do we got? Okay, so we're taking, connected to it, and oh, they are there. I just didn't see them for some reason. I hate when it's like super obvious. It's right in front of you and you still can't see it. I'm going to adjust those because it's axles. It's nice, you can kind of move them around. Okay, so then his ship goes onto this, but then like is notched in there somehow. Does it go this way? Right on this side? Yes. Okay, and that's why, so that those can notch under that. So this can still come off pretty easy. You just pull up and you fly around because it's got jet booster things on the back or something. Yep, so you can load these into this. Here, let's turn this one so you can see. This one can load the disk type launcher stuff up. And you can launch those from the back of it. It's got several extra 2x2 round tiles so that you can launch those from it. That's what's letting us know, and that's it. So that's the end of bag 4. This is where we sit. I don't know how much this you can see on the above shot. I can move it a little closer so move it that way. Yeah. Grab my coffee. That's kind of where I'm at with it. It's pretty much the center. The primary tower like built all the way up. It's pretty cool. Plus all of the good guy vehicles. And all of the figures, I think. Nope, that's not true. There's another figure. Who is that one? Laveria? Very cool. And then there's still 2 Ash Attackers, Bookkeeper, a couple Scurriers, the Book of Monsters, so there's a lot of small stuff actually still left to build out. So I'll do 5 through 8 tonight for anybody who comes back afterwards and watches this and watches all the way to the end too, which I don't know if that's realistic to think of, but it says we had 5 playbacks, concurrent viewers, and somebody just joined maybe? Somebody just show up? Because if that's the case, then yeah, I was just planning on stopping. Unfortunately, also eating breakfast and drinking coffee at the same time. Yeah, I was just looking to see if I could get comment to whether or not someone just joined, and then because I do see that someone else joined right now, but it could be that they're not gonna comment. So I did just finish bags 1 through 4. This is basically what it's got done so far. It's like all the center tower plus the 2 kind of detachable vehicles, all of the heroes.Jestro's buried back there a little, sorry about that. 2 of the knight vehicles. So we'll start bag 5 and go bag 5 through 8 later tonight Pacific time. So. Alright, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to end the stream.